Hey everyone, welcome back to The Seed. So this episode is going to be part two of our 2025 plan. I was just recently hosted one of our group sessions with Dandelion Inc members, and it's one of those things that I think that people need a little bit more insight and a little bit more of an in-depth conversation on how to strategize and what they should be doing when they are thinking of what their 2025 is going to look like and wanting what it's going to look like and getting there. So that's what this is all about. So tune in, listen, and if you like it, please share because this is valuable information that can help others out. Welcome to The Seed, cultivating growth and empowering women in business, brought to you by Dandelion Inc. I'm your host, Lisa Resnick, and this podcast is all about connecting, developing, and supporting women in business. Join me as we explore tips and insights on leadership, business development, and social media strategies that can help you thrive. We'll also hear from amazing guests who share their stories and experiences, offering inspiration and practical advice for your entrepreneurial journey. So tune in, download, like, and subscribe. And remember, if you love what you hear, share it with others. Together, let's cultivate growth and empower women in business. So we are just going to straight up dive right in. A couple of weeks ago, we talked through some essential steps to get a head start on planning for 2025. If you remember, we covered the foundations, everything from financial review of 2024 to setting revenue goals, refining your marketing and sales strategies, focusing on growth, improving operational efficiency, and building your community. Today, we are going to do a quick recap of those steps and then take things a step further by introducing something powerful. So get a pen and a pad and let's get to work. So here is the quick recap of the planning steps. 1, financial review. Start by revisiting your 2024 numbers. This step is all about identifying what worked and what didn't work. So it is data analytics. So what are you investing in? What is your ROI? Knowing where you spent too much money, where you fell short, and what brought in the most revenue sets the stage for better decision making in 2025. Look for patterns and insights that can inform your next moves. This is so essential that we do these, that we take this step. Next is revenue goals and milestones. So once you know where you stand financially, it's time to set clear, achievable revenue goals for 2025. Remember, breaking these goals down into quarterly milestones so you know where you want to be by March, June, September, and my favorite month, December. Helps keep you on track, and it does help you keep motivated. 3 was marketing and sales strategy. We dove into this a little bit more during our group session as well. This is where you start strategizing around how you're going to meet those revenue goals. Review your sales funnel. Assess which channels are performing well and decide if it's time to introduce something new. Maybe you need to fine-tune your current offerings or even just add a fresh product or service that you have going on. Again, like this is such an essential part. All these parts are essential parts, but this is really essential part because you're really looking at what's working, again, what's not working, where you're spinning your wheels, spending so much of your time. And then if you find a way, if a platform is not working for you and this is not where you're able to really personify and exemplify out there what you are doing and who you are, maybe pay more attention to what is working when it comes to your marketing and sales strategy. And also, I think helps to have somebody else take a look and give you some sage advice as well. Because when you're immersed in it, sometimes it's very difficult to see where the gaps are. 4 is growth and development. Think about where you want to grow in 2025. This could be in terms of expanding your team, launching a new offer, or investing in yourself as a leader. Growth is about evolving in a way that supports both your business goals and your personal vision. So this is also a typical rule of thumb, is when you think about your growth and your development for yourself and your company, is think 3 to 5% of your gross revenue should be going towards things like your growth and development. 5, operational efficiency. Operational efficiency was all about finding ways to streamline. Look at systems you have in place and figure out where you can optimize or automate. Efficiency is so key to scaling without burning out, so do not miss this step. Also, look at what systems you have and what you're not using. So if you have a Trello account, if I'm pronouncing that correct, and which I do ironically, but you're not using it, maybe that's something that you can eliminate, or you make a more of a concerted effort by utilizing the systems that you currently have. And lastly, and my fave, community and collaboration. Ask yourself who you want in your circle in 2025, whether it's clients, mentors, or partners. Community is such a powerful asset. I mean, that is like the premise, the foundation of Dandelion Inc. Think about the relationships you want to build and how you'll nurture them over the next year. So let's analyze. This is the new part. So let's analyze your 2025 goals and your plans. So you've mapped out your goals. It's time to assess them. This isn't just a one and done step. It's not. It's a process you should return to regularly to make sure you're on track. So here's a simple framework for analyzing your 2025 goals. Do a relevance check. Is each goal still relevant to where you want your business to go? I have a habit of saying grow a lot, to go. Sometimes goals we set initially may shift as we get more clarity. Next, prioritization. Which goals will have the biggest impact on your business? Rank them by importance and urgency. Feasibility is your next way to analyze your 2025 goals. Do you have the resources, whether it's time, budget, or support, to reach these goals? If not, think about what adjustments are needed. And finally, the last thing that you need to do to analyze your 2025 goals is timeline verification. Are the milestones realistic? I am so huge on time mastering, and this really is what you need to do to be able to master your time. So make sure each quarter's goals are achievable within the time frame you've set. So there are tools and platforms that you can utilize for organizing your plan. So to actually get all these goals and keep track of your progress, and I will say, it cannot just be in your mind. You need to put this down on paper. I don't care if you handwrite it. I don't care if you use your laptop. Does not matter. If you use a cloud system, it does not matter. You need to make this written and you need to put it down. There are a few free platforms because I know that we should always be budget conscious. So there are free platforms you can use to plan everything out before you start committing to any paid tools. So number one, first and foremost, and again, these are things that you can utilize as you grow your team. The best is Google Sheets or Google Docs, right? Google Sheets is such a fantastic tool for tracking progress. You can create a spreadsheet for each quarter with columns for goals, tasks, timelines, and completion status. Google Docs also works well for more of a narrative planning where you outline your goals in more detail. And here's the thing too, what's great about Google Sheets and Google Docs is as you grow your team, you can add them to and share these documents with them. You can track when they're in there so you know adjustments that are being made to the Google Doc or the Google Sheet. And again, this is no additional cost. Then you also have Notion. Notion at the start is free. It's an all-in-one workspace that allows you to create databases, lists, and notes in a structured way. It's especially useful if you like to organize your goals visually and track progress over time. 3 is the Asana free version. So this is great for task and project management with a free tier that lets you organize tasks under different projects and set due dates. You can use the calendar or board to view your timelines visually. So those are all ways where you can put it down. And again, there is nothing wrong with you still utilizing a notepad to write down your goals and to track them. And then you can easily put in your planner, your paper planner, where your due dates are, where your start dates are, and the progress along the way. So these are definitely free that you can start utilizing and begin. Now, this is my favorite part of today's pod, is adding a guiding word for 2025. So now that you've gone over the basics and talked about organizing and analyzing your goals, let's dive into this idea of choosing a word to guide you through 2025. It's just like Webster's Dictionary, their word of the year, which was brat, which defines a cultural moment. Your word will define your year. It's a quick reference point that keeps you aligned and intentional with every step you take. So I can tell you in, I believe, 2024, this year, my word is grow. 2023, my word was thrive. And I am still mulling over what word I am going to use for my 2025. So this is what I do in order when I select my words. So step 1, I reflect on my vision and my goals. So that's what you need to do. Reflect on your vision and goals. Before picking your word, revisit the goals you've set. Think about what you want to achieve next year and the type of energy or mindset that will help get you there. Is it resilience, focus, balance? Look at the different stages of your business, whether you're just starting out in the growth phase or fine-tuning an established foundation, and ask yourself what one word can carry you through all of it. And number 2, because you know I love analyzing, it is to decide yes or no. Now that you have that word or 2 in mind, analyze whether they truly fit with your overall vision. Here are a few questions to help guide you through this. Does this word inspire action? Does it motivate you to take steps towards your goals? Does it align with your brand and your values? Will this help you make decisions that stay true to your business's identity? Will it serve you in both the highs and the lows? Your word should be something that's relevant when you're celebrating a big win, but it also should be there when you're facing a challenge. The third is the platforms to document and implement your word. Now that you've chosen your word, let's talk about how you can integrate it into your daily workflow. Here are some platforms and methods to help make it consistent throughout the year. First, vision board. Create a digital or a physical vision board and place your word at the center. You can use Pinterest, you can use Canva to design a vision board that incorporates your word through images and quotes that resonate with you and your goals for 2025. I already did this for my 2024 and I cannot wait to craft and do it for 2025. So I do mine that are physical, and I actually have it set in a spot in my bedroom that I wake up and I see it every day. So the next is you can have a daily planner or a journal. If you love to journal, this is such a great way. Start by each day writing your word at the top of your planner or your journal. You can even do this electronically if you like to journal that way as well. But if you are that fan of pen and paper like I am, then use your word as a lens through which you set your intentions for every single day. You could also do digital reminders, which these are fun. So like set ahead of time, random times in your Google Calendar, the question, are you living up to your word? This is that gentle nudge that will keep you on track and keep your word at the top of mind. You can also integrate it into your social media profile. You utilize it, and you should 100%. If you have a team, your team should be on board with your word as well. So make sure that you're sharing it for communications with your entire team, and make sure that they are staying on track and keeping that word in 2025 at the top of their minds when it comes to your company. You can also incorporate it in websites and newsletters. Don't be afraid to share your word on your website or your newsletters. Let your community know the theme you're embodying this year. It creates it creates a deeper connection and shows your dedication to a consistent message. So examples of guiding words, if you're like, I have no clue whatsoever what word I should pick for my business. So you can break it down into what phase your business is in. So for our new business owners, you can try words like courage or build. So these words remind you to take those bold steps and focus on layering a strong foundation. If you are in that growth phase, use words like focus or expand to help maintain momentum while keeping distractions at bay. And lastly, for those established businesses looking to refine, think of words like streamline or elevate. They emphasize efficiency and quality for improvement. So there you have it. That's what today's podcast is all about. So again, we recapped what you should be doing and thinking about, the foundational work behind your 2025 planning. And now let's hope you're all at the step that you're actually able to take note and start analyzing whether your plan and your goals are the most effective for you at this moment as you're looking into 2025. And then finally, my fave is the fact of choosing a word for 2025 as well. It does help immensely. And I do. My words, I thought about it all the time, and it did keep me in track. It did keep me motivated. It was there for me at my highs, and it was there for me during my lows. So pick that word. It is really important, and share it with your team so they're on board with you as well. And again, when it comes to utilizing and putting things in paper or in digital format, there are options out there. You do not need to get the shiny nugget of a system for you to input all the information on and start paying an arm and a leg if you're not there yet. I know that if you go to Dandelion Inc, you can download for free the CRM that I created. And again, you can utilize Google Docs. You can use Google Sheets. You could upload what I created into your Google Sheets and adjust it as you need to. but this is available to you. So if you go to dandelion-inc.com, then you'll be able to see the freebie there. And again, I wish you the best. You got this. You totally got this. 2025 is going to be a great year. We are going to manifest the phenomenal year ahead, and we are going to close out this year in a phenomenal way as well. So if you've liked today's episode, please share it. I would love to see comments as well. Please give us a review, give us those stars, all that fun stuff. And I hope that you will have the rest of your week being an amazing journey. Thank you, everyone, for listening in to The Seed. If you'd like to receive our weekly newsletter, go to dandelion-inc.com and click Let's Connect. And please be sure to subscribe to the Seeds podcast to hear more inspiring stories from other badass women that are all around us. Remember, behind every woman is a tribe of other successful women who have their back. To you all, thank you.